Hey, how you doing? I want to share a message with you. I was in my car some days ago and I was listening Christian radio and they were talking about the Luke gospel and specifically in the chapter when the devil was trying to tempt Jesus with uh, power and authority over the entire world, and Jesus reject he rejected the the offer, and he answered to the devil that he should uh, worship the Lord, in other words. And I was thinking about that when Jesus rejected the offer, and I thought, what if Jesus would accept the offering? He would be a very powerful man, maybe the most powerful man in the history for the human and for all the cultures. Because the devil said, if you worship me, you're going to receive all the authorities over the world. And Jesus didn't say that you are lying, because in the New Testament in says that the world is under the the devil because the original sin. So the authority today is in the under the Satan, and in some ways he is ruling the the world, and we can see the consequences because of the sin, because the human, the men, the women prefer to live in sin and not to obey God. So Jesus rejected, and he would accept the offer. He will receive the authority, and no one would take the his life, and probably he would be received all the obedience, and the Romans wouldn't try to kill him, or the Jews, and he would be a really successful man. But the thing is that in that case, that the world would say Jesus is the most successful man in all the history. For God, for his side, Jesus would uh, fail in his purpose, in his main objective, that was to live, to preach the gospel, to offer his own life, and finally to resurrect from the dead, to be in the right hand of God today. So the success for the world sometimes is a failure under God's side. Even that the entire world say this man or this person is really successful, maybe is failing in what God planned for that person. And in the opposite, maybe sometimes what the world says that is a failure for a person or for a family, for an organization, even for a company, is a success under God's side. And we can take the verse on Isaiah 55, where it says that his paths or his thoughts are higher than our own thoughts. So there are things that we don't understand, but if we are living in God's will, no matter that something could look like a failure, if God's will, God's purpose is that we leave that situation, even that is something really hard, is a success in the short or long time, but we are going to receive rewards for that. So if today I I say, if the devil, if Satan offer me the authority of all the world, I'm going to reject it because I know that it's not God's will. But what if my job or my desires are not part of God's will, and He offer me, I can give you that you are waiting for a long time. But if it's not part of God's will for us, it's a failure. Even that our heart feels uh, happy and satisfied because we got what we were looking for, but maybe we can find even the death in that path, because the word says that there is ways, paths that for us is something really good, but in the end is we can find the death or a pain really hard. So my desire is that you can find God's will for your life, no matter other people say, no matter your own thoughts. I desire that God can bless you today and you can find what God has for you. May God bless you, and pray to God, talk to Him, ask Him for His guidance, His ways, His thoughts, His advices, because we can find advices in other people, but God's advices are the best for all the humanity. May God bless you.